Hi everyone. Today is May 12th, 2025. Uh, Day plus 34 from transplant. Uh, well, it's been kind of a busy day. It's started out 4 a.m. with lab work, and uh, my platelets were low, so I needed a platelet transfusion. Uh, then looking at all my other blood work numbers, like my weight counts were down to 2.5. My hemoglobin was down to 7.2. But after talking to the doctor this morning when they were doing their rounds, they don't seem very concerned about it. They just feel that, the white count will come and go, as it progresses or takes root in my bone marrow, developing or whatever. They say if it gets too low, they'll just give me some more of that growth factor uh, shots in that. So, and they said, I'll probably need a blood transfusion either tomorrow or the next day, which is no big deal. Uh, uh, then I had the bone marrow biopsy today. No results yet. It's like I said, some of the results come in about 24 hours. The rest of them take, a week or two. They have to be, I don't know what they do, but it's so, uh, but like I said, that took up a good part of the day going down to the, surgery and having that done, being put to sleep, which actually felt pretty good. To me, I'm kind of used to those. Had quite a few of them. They don't bother me one bit. So, uh, and the other thing is, they're still talking about getting me out of here tomorrow. Probably tomorrow afternoon. It's my last, I have my last dosage of or whatever of the IV antibiotics for the stomach issues tomorrow at I think 11 a.m. And after that they'll get out of here. I have uh, they'll have a pharmacist come in and meet with me to go over all my medications. I guess I've never talked really about all the pills that I take, but it's probably about 30 pills a day. I've never even counted them, but it's like a cup full every morning, noon, and evening of different pills and that. And they set you up with like a big box of all these pills and how to schedule, the schedule that you take them and things like that. So uh, that's kind of scheduled for tomorrow. Trying to think what else. I guess there's some other training that needs to be gone done. They have they are doing some sort of assessment on what's called chemo brain, which is a side effect of chemotherapy, which I know I have. It's because I've done some reading about it. They've given me some information, but it's just, I want to say, kind of a mental state where, from this chemo, it's like I can't focus on things. for instance, one of the things is, I was kind of excited of watching hockey games while I was in the hospital. I just can't focus on the games. And, it's like, it just doesn't, click in my head, or even watching TV shows or having in-depth conversations with visitors like my wife, daughters that come and see me. It's like I cannot focus, and that's, they call that, there's a term for that, that's chemo brain, which they said everyone gets to some degree, and apparently I have it. They do some sort of assessment on, the the severity of it, and it's work, develop a plan to work with you to kind of restore that dysfunction in your brain as a result of the chemotherapy. So that that will be interesting, because that I've noticed, and it's kind of bothered me. It's when I came into this, I had all kinds of plans. I brought my computer. I thought I could do a lot of things. I could, I like to do research. I like to read. Uh, and I just haven't been able to focus, I guess is the best way to put it. I had plans of watching movies on TV. I think I watched two in the last 6 weeks that I've been here. It's just, it, I just have a hard time focusing on things like that. So it will be interesting to see what, comes of that. Uh, Other than that, I really hope that I can head home tomorrow. You know, the doctors all seem, today that are planning on it. Let's just hope, everything stays that way, and we move forward from there. Uh, it's about 6 p.m. here tonight, and I'm just thinking, what am I going to do for my last boring night here in this room? Just be happy that it's the last one, I guess. So, uh, other than that, it's, tomorrow will be a lot of training, like I said, with the pharmacist, this chemo brain stuff, I guess a few other things, uh, and then a whole new, you know, life starts up once I go home. It's right away. If I go home tomorrow, that's Tuesday. Uh, I have to come back Wednesday morning at 7 a.m. They have it already scheduled for clinic appointments, just lab work, possible transfusions if I need them, uh, you know, some more pharmacy training and things like that. So, and I figure that every other day, well, for the next week, it will be pretty much, you know, 5 to 6 days out of 7 that I'll be coming down to clinic here. Uh, and then we'll see how it goes. It should, they said then it should be 4 to 5 days a week for, you know, a few weeks, and slowly taper off, I hope. So, uh, we'll see how that goes. But, to me, it's a lot better than sitting in this room, in my opinion. So, uh, anyway, I will let you go, and I will try and talk to you tomorrow, and hopefully from a different location. So, thank you, and have a good night, everyone.